So there's been like, some memes going around the internet,
Sure.
right? Basically, if you're a beautiful person,
right,
you're either an actor, a failing actor, then a waiter, then a failing waiter, then a bottle service girl, and then now they turn into real estate agents. Have you seen an influx of more, I don't want to say underqualified, but just people who are maybe could have been an actress or an actor in Hollywood, but now trying to become a real estate agent?
In answer to that question, I have. The funny thing is, it's just like you see these people, they come to us and they're like, I'm like, well, what did you do prior? Well, I was an actor. What did you do prior to that? Well, I was a model. Well, were you successful at any of them? And really not, because that's why they're trying to come and work for us.
Yeah.
And you see them like, wow, this real estate, the fallback job for everybody these days. It's like, what people don't realize is how difficult the business is and how difficult it is to break in if you don't come well connected. So, I see so many people, I've been around so many people, thousands, tens of thousands of people wanting to get in the business. And they always ask me, what's it take? And I said, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and knowing your stuff.
Have you seen successful examples of that though? Does that mean I hate to say real estate agents a fallback plan,
right?
Because it's such a difficult business and it's so competitive. But have you seen any examples? Could an actor or actress, or could someone with zero experience jump into the game and be successful?
100%. One of our competing companies has someone at the top who created, has his own company with his wife, and he started off as a actor. And he's been incredibly successful. So look, if you have a strategy and you put your mind to it, I believe that anybody can succeed in the business if they have a game plan on how to do it.
If I'm like, let's say this podcast sells and I need to go sell a house or I need to become a real estate agent, what are the 3 things that I need to do?
Well, first off, you need to come talk to me. No, just kidding.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You need to first off, you have to be willing to put in a lot of hours.
Okay.
You have to be mentored by someone who's doing a lot of business to show you the ropes of how to do the business. It's like a teacher. Having a teacher, like you went through grade school and everything else, and you had all these teachers that showed you the way. Yeah. It's like you want a very seasoned, successful real estate agent to show you how to do it.
Okay.
And to take this to skills and the abilities you have and refine them into a real estate machine, if you will.
Mm-hmm. And how many connections do I have to have? Do I have to know like a bunch of rich people, or do I have to know, a bunch of people who are selling or developing? Like, how does like personal contacts?
You know what? Listen, when I started in the business, I'm a testament that you don't need very many. When I started in the business, I knew 2 people. And I came out of college. I went to Pepperdine in Malibu. I was from the east side, came to the west side. I knew 2 people, 2 people that, quote, had money. So if I can do it, by hard work, anybody can do it. And they don't need to come well connected, if you will. You just have to have a path and a strategy. Because
I feel like a lot of people maybe watching these shows, the Selling Sunsets, the Buying Beverly Hills, they come in trying to look super slick, have like the whole greased hair, come in almost a little too slick. Sometimes I feel like if I have a real estate agent that is driving a nicer car than I am, or just too blinged out, I'm like, all right, so is that where my commission's going? Or have you had those issues? Or?
100%. Even myself and my perception every day, what you do and the car you drive and how you dress and everything else, people look at you and go, like, is this person, like you said, too successful? If I pull up in a Rolls Royce and I've never done a deal in my life, I don't think there's a very good chance that whoever the client is going to want to work with you.
Yeah.
Look, if you've made it and you're really a successful real estate agent and you want to drive a Rolls Royce, and that's fine because you've made it. But I think initial perception is like, you don't want people to think you're too successful when you're not.